What is going on, people? This is Oceanic24 and welcome back to another episode of Fresh Looks, where I take games and I review them, whether they're old or new. We are finally here at the release of Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard, and for those that are worried about spoilers, mainly the final boss, I will not be showing that. I probably won't even be talking about that throughout this review, so consider yourselves lucky. This review is literally going to be addressing the main problems, such as, well, not problems, but main concerns about control and gameplay and yada yada yada, all that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So if you have played Star Fox 64, you already know what the story is about. But like I said, for those that do not know, I won't spoil it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into the gameplay. Now, just to make this clear, this review is going to be talking about my experiences with the game. As a huge Star Fox fan, I have played the whole game. I haven't 100%ed it yet, but I have played the entire game. So I'm not going to be sugarcoating any of this. I will not lie about my experience. I will be telling the 100% truth about how I really feel about this game. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. In this game, there are 5 different gameplay styles. You have the Arwing, the Walker from the canceled Star Fox 2, the Landmaster, and the 2 new vehicles, the Grabmaster, which is a transformation of the Landmaster, and the Gyro Wing. Let me go ahead and get into the basics real quick. Like Star Fox 64, you have power-ups such as lasers, smart bombs, and rings. In this game, you don't lose your wings, but you do lose your laser upgrade if you go into hyper lasers. So if you get hit twice, then your lasers will go away. The gold rings do not extend your health like Star Fox 64, but instead they give you an extra life, which is really nice. The world map is kind of structured like Star Fox 64. On your first run through the stage, you can't go to any alternate pathways. After you beat the level, you have the option to go back and replay that level to do the alternate pathway as you please. During your run, you can find these gold medals. These gold medals will unlock challenge missions in the training room. Some of these medals are, and excuse me if you get offended by this, freaking retarded to find. Some of these you have to definitely look up because they are not easy to find. Alright, now the thing that everybody is curious about, the control. In Star Fox Zero, you control your ship with the left stick, boost and do maneuvers with the right stick, shoot with the right trigger, aim with the gamepad, recalibrate your shots with the Y button, transform with the A button, and shoot bombs with the R button. Here's the verdict. To me, I didn't have a huge problem with the control at all. For majority of the missions, yes, even the on-range missions, which most people have a problem with, I hardly even had to look down to aim unless if there was a boss in front of me. I played this game mostly looking at the TV. Now, everybody's experience is different, so what's easy to me may not be easy to anybody else. It may be, someone may have an easier time than what I did. I don't know. But this is a game about preference, and I'm going to explain that later whenever I do the summary. But this is a game about preference. Like I said, it's easy for me, but it may not be easy for anybody else that is out there. Now, the graphics for the game are pretty good. Not mind-blowing, but for what it is, it's pretty nice. The music is what I expected from Platinum Games. Pretty fast-paced, and it's nice on the ears. After you beat the game on your first round, you can unlock some alternate pathways. Some of these are regulated to beating the mission at a certain time limit, or beating it with a different vehicle. There is also an arcade mode to play through if you choose. To me, there's not as much replay value as there was in 64, and the game does have it, but I feel like the alternate pathways were way too easy to find on like 64. Some instances, as in you see a member of Star Wolf and all you have to do is lock on and bam, you're there to the next alternate pathway. It's just, that's not hard to find at all. So here are my final thoughts. Like I said earlier, this game is all about preference. If you're a big Star Fox fan and are a big fan of motion controls, then this is the game for you. You will have a great time. If you're not a fan of either, then I would wait until there's a price drop. The gameplay is fun. There is replay value, but once again, if you're not a fan of motion controls, then I would hold back on this one just for a bit, or wait until a price drop, or if you get it for free or something like that. Just wait on it if you're not interested at the moment. Now, since that's out of the way, I can get to the companion game, Star Fox Guard. Now, Star Fox Guard takes place during the war with the Cornerian forces and Andross. Slippy's uncle Grippy is in charge of this mining company, and we, the player, have to protect it from being destroyed by robots. Now, let me get pretty blunt out here. For anyone that says this is a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff, I'm going to start throwing hands. For those that don't know, Project Guard was shown before Five Nights at Freddy's was even shown off. Just putting that out there. Now, since that's out of the way, let's get on with the gameplay. This is a tower defense game. You have these 12 cameras that you need to watch so robots won't get into the center of the base. There are two types of robots. You have a combat class and you have a chaos class. That's a class. The combat class heads straight for the core, while the chaos class causes mischief to your cameras. Once you clear the map, Rebot, your little dog friend, comes and picks up the metal that was on the floor. The metal is used to upgrade your cameras, and it gives you more missions. To make it short, it's a fun little distraction from the main game. If you're into tower defense games, then you should pick this up, and if you don't feel like getting Star Fox Zero. It is a $15 game, and I do recommend for those that just want a little distraction. Thank you guys for watching. I know this is a short review, and this was actually kind of harder on me because I'm sicker at the moment. But next time, hopefully I see you, since I am pretty much done with Star Fox at the moment. I got one game left, but that's not going to be for a while. So the next review that's going to be coming, and I don't have a deadline for this, the next review that's going to be coming is Kirby Planet Robobot, and I hope that one's going to be a short review too, because there's really not much to talk about a Kirby game except like level design and all that stuff, whatever. But Kirby Planet Blot? Oh my lord, help me. Kirby Planet Robobot will be the next game to review, and then after that, I'm going to be working on Star Fox Adventures. And while I'm doing that, since I have all the footage for this other game, Pokken, remember that? I'm going to be looking into that as well. Thank you guys for watching. This is Ocean824, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Oh, and bye.